It's hard to believe that Thanksgiving is only about a week and a half away. The holidays of Christmas and Hanukkah, about another 4, 5, 6 weeks away. And before you know it, it's another new year, 2013. Well, folks, tonight, what I would like to discuss very briefly with you is the idea and the concept of execution. And the way I define execution is that strange space between all of the knowing of all the things that we should do and the actual doing. So that strange space is where we come up with all of our excuses, all of our rationalizations, and what I'm saying and what I want to support everybody with is how do we achieve results? How do we make 2013, starting now, different, better, bolder, bigger, and most importantly, more productive and more consistent and more congruent in our own lives? You know, I love the word congruency because if there's any one thing that we all, in my opinion, need to strive for is more congruence. So that what we say we want to achieve, in essence, we get done through a series of action steps, goals that we set for ourselves, and then once again, the topic of tonight, the proper execution. I'm frustrated on many respects in certain areas of my own life. Even though I consider myself to be quite congruent and get a lot done, there are areas that I need support. And I know for you, my patient base, friends and family, we're all in this same boat together. But the things that I want to share tonight is to try to help and support you in achieving the 3 main objectives. I personally have chunked down this game of health care, and that's what we're talking about tonight. You know, I'm a chiropractor, I'm a health care provider. I've spent 35 years in my practice. And probably the biggest frustration that I've had is that everybody wants to achieve a more optimum level of health and well-being, but we don't want to play the game. So in my world, I keep reminding people, as I remind myself, Chuck Berg, you've got to find your why. Why do any of these things? And I'm going to make it very simple. I will tell you what my why is. My why is that at 60 years of age, I don't want to grow old the way most people grow old in our culture. Now, you may not want to grow old like that because that's nothing to aspire for. But what I've learned is that just wanting something is more than a wish and a prayer, and it requires a significant amount of action steps. So the action steps can be varied and versatile and many. But what I've done in my life is, again, what I always love to do, and I've shared this many times, is to chunk things down. And my model for chunking things down to our health care is simply this. Align the spine. I'm a chiropractor. What I have been taught, what I have learned, and what I've seen in my life is that people who take care of the integrity of 110 joints, which is what the human spine consists of, 24 movable vertebrae that house and protect the most vital system of our bodies, the nervous system. Chiropractic care is not about just chasing a symptom. Chiropractic, the science, is about how to keep the human skeletal system functional, viable, so that it's able to continue to do things. So this is not a discussion about that, but for those of you who have heard Chuck Berg talk and his mantra about health, well-being, and the importance of the spine, I invite you going forward in 2013 to give more consideration to utilize these services as a preventative wellness means, which is what it was suggested to be, and not just a symptom chaser. That's a personal choice, but I can only tell you from my experience in my own personal life, somebody who gets adjusted approximately twice a month for the last 35 years, it has served me very well in conjunction with a bunch of other things. The other consideration is, secondly, I said align the spine, eat from the vine, and finally calm the mind. So number 2 is about eating from the vine. Folks, for the last few years, I have literally spent an enormous amount of time, hours upon hours reading, attending seminars, going to massive groups of interactions on the field of nutrition. And what I have learned is that our digestive system is one of the most important and fundamental systems of the human body. It's also the one that's most abused. So going forward, one of the things that we are emphasizing, my wife and I, Jody and myself, are doing our purification program right after Thanksgiving. It's a nice time for us that's convenient to be able to do the protocol. And one of the things I want to talk about tonight also is we are going to go forward with this purification program and do a bunch of videos. We're going to show you what the nutritional component is in terms of the supplements that are needed in order to cleanse and purify the liver, the kidney, the small, the large intestine. And we're also going to show you some of the preparatory work that we do in our kitchen. We're going to show you what it is that we make for no other reason than to give you a reality check, because otherwise all you hear is that it's purification. What the hell does that mean? So we'd like to show you. And as a result, please, if any of this makes sense and you're interested, please put your name down, your name and your email, so that you will get further follow-ups on when the next video comes out that's going to show you the actual purification process itself. Folks, this is very, very important. Remember, the digestive tract is where 80% of your immune system works, stems from, and is cultivated. If you want a healthier immune system, and I think that everybody does, if you want your system, your digestive tract to be more alkaline in general and to eat a more alkaline diet, we're going to show you what that means. A healthier digestive tract means better absorption and better assimilation. Folks, it don't matter whether you're putting good stuff in. If your digestive tract is not healthy and able to absorb and assimilate the healthy nutrition that you're putting in, it ain't getting to your cells. And that's a very important and integral part, which I personally think doing a purification program is the healthiest and most fundamental thing you can do to jumpstart your 2013. So anyway, I just want to end with this concept of also calming the mind. It is my contention, with the hundreds of books that I have read, and most importantly, the 8,000 people that I have had the pleasure to interact with, I am here to say, without any research, even though there's a great deal of substantiation, and that is our inability, ladies and gentlemen, to cope and to deal with life, its challenges, its bumpy road, is one of the major predispositions for illness in our society. We are a bug-ridden, anxious society where everybody's washing hands thinking bugs and germs are the answers. I don't buy it. I was taught a long time ago, find out what the masses are doing and run the other way. Personal opinion, but this is important to me. So most importantly, the last thing I want to say is that I don't want to grow older like the masses do. I want to create a life that is a vision, that has activity, that is filled with energy, and that is enormously functional. So if any of this makes sense, please, once again, join us. Put your name, your email, right alongside of this page, and we will forward new, exciting, informative, thought-provocative videos that are going to support you in your endeavor to make 2013 your best year yet. This is my personal guarantee to you that if you simply follow along with the protocol, the logic, the things that I believe are most helpful and most importantly healthy for the human body, your direction is only going to be up. Thank you. Look forward to the next one.